Good morning everyone. Welcome to the course of Computer Networks. I am Neha Sharma, Assistant Professor at Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering at Engineering College Jhalawad. Let's get started. Today we are going to discuss about packet switching. So there are various categories for your switching. One of them is very important, known as your packet switching. So, a switched network consists of a series of interlinked nodes called the switches, and switches are the devices capable of creating temporary connections, also known as links, between two or more devices which are linked to it. So, your switched networks are divided into three categories: circuit switched networks, packet switched networks, and message switched networks. Packet switched networks are further classified as datagram networks and virtual circuit networks. In the packet switching, datagram networks are much more famous and more frequently being used. So in today's topic, we'll discuss about packet switching mostly. So we have two devices, okay, and we want to transfer a file over an internet. So a file is transferred through the internet from your PC A to your PC B. Okay, so it is happening using a packet switching. So in packet switching, if I we have this in packet switching, we have one file that is to be sent. So this file is basically sent into packets. Packets are also known as your datagrams, and your big file is divided into small packets, okay, and these packets can be of same size or can be of different size. It will depend upon your network and upon your protocol, okay. And so connection, or like I told before, the link is established through this switch, also known as your router, between the devices, okay, or between the nodes. This thing happens. So we see that the source allocation for the packets are not means these are not pre-reserved. They will happen at that time, means on demand basis the resource allocation happens in your packet switching. So this way your file is transferred. You can see here the order of your packets is like yellow, red, and then green, and same it is received at yellow, red, and green. But the case is not so in every time. It can be different, okay. It depends when this file is arrived at the router. So actually in packet switching, all the packets are treated as individual. They are treated as same by a switch regardless of its source or destination, okay. So suppose if I have like multiple routers and multiple files are means multiple PCs are connected to this router, and I need to send these files from this PC to another PC. So there may be a case that the order will change, okay. The order will change because, like I told before, in packet switching these packets are treated as individuals, and the resources are allocated on first come first serve basis. So the order can be changed like this. From this like this order, the order can be changed because packets can arrive at different time and at different order, okay. One more case we'll see, like I told, this file has to be sent from this PC to another PC, and this file is being divided into small packets known as your datagrams, and you have a complex routers connected with each other, different routers connected with each other, and one of the PC also wants to send a file, okay. So this router or this switch contains a table, means a queue table is being performed, or one queue is there which will use your first come first serve basis, okay. So this queue is filled something like this: the yellow packet from this PC, the red packet from this PC, and the new PC which is being added, this gray file is added in the queue. Okay. Now this green file, this green packet is basically has to wait because this queue is being filled here. Okay, it is being filled here and it has to wait. Suppose this PC also wants to, this node or this PC also wants to transfer a file to this PC. So in this case, what will happen? Your the order of the file is something like this, and this file is lost. So in this case, the data is lost and a new data is being added. So this is not what we want. This is not the order that we want actually. So this is the responsibility of your upper layer protocol to reorder your datagrams like in previous case, and to ask for the lost datagrams like the one this is lost. So the upper protocol has to ask this whole networking about the lost packets. Okay, so how this thing is happening is same way like we have to transfer this file over this switch. This is the file. So how it is communicating? The PCs have its own IP address and it is very unique with each other. Okay, they have unique IP address, and your router is having a routing table. It will have the destination address and the port number. These files will have the IP address of your destination, okay, in its header file. So it will identify, okay, what is the destination address and what is the port number, etc., and then according to it will send to the destination, your destination PC or destination node. So this table has to be updated very frequently, and it is dynamically created routing table. Alright, so finally this file has been sent according to the destination address. Next we are going to discuss about your multicasting. Multicasting is a little bit, or I can say the difference, everybody must have heard about the broadcasting, okay, like weather broadcasting, or if you have a live TV match, that broadcasting. Okay, so what is happening, like it is that telecast is that information, or I can say that packet has been sent, or that message has been sent to all of the users. Okay, but in multicasting the message is transferred only to a selected groups. So multicast is basically a group communication where data transmission is addressed to a group of destination computers simultaneously, and it requires a group management. Group management means a process like where your new nodes, or where your new member of the group joins in and then leaves the group accordingly. So it has to be managed by a group. It has to be managed actually, and it is used in your streaming media, IPTV, multi point video conferencing, like you can see here. In streaming media, I will give you one example. Like nowadays you must have seen, like there are so many, like Hotstar, Netflix. You have to take the subscription to watch the content, the video content in that that is being provided, the service being provided, you have to subscribe it. Okay, so this subscription actually uses your broadcast encryption. They use the broadcast encryption. One example is for your Tata Sky. Okay, so Tata Sky also gives, like you can watch the movies over it. They have some selected movies, and you have to pay extra to watch those movies. Okay, so such type of thing uses this multicasting, and they use this broadcast encryption method. Okay, so like pay TVs, this thing is very much popular nowadays, and this is your IPTV, which basically use the IP address for watching the TV content, and that is being shown. Okay, so thank you so much for today.